Anytime I have a client who comes in and wants to retain me for a DUI, that is at the top of their list, the question, will I go to jail if I get convicted for a DUI in Orlando, Florida? And the answer is it depends. It depends mostly on the severity of the DUI that's being charged. Under Florida law, there are several types of DUIs and what specifically the sanctions are for each charge. For example, you have a first-time DUI, a second-time DUI. The second-time DUIs are broken up into two. You have a second-time DUI within 5 years of the first DUI, and then you have a second-time DUI that's outside of the 5 years. So then you have a third-time DUI. So you have several different types of DUIs that could affect the possibility that you may or may not go to jail. For a first-time DUI, it is unlikely that you are going to go to jail unless you are placed on probation for the DUI and you commit another DUI while you're on that probation. But generally speaking, a first-time DUI, you are not going to find yourself in jail aside from the initial arrest on the night of, or the day of your arrest for the DUI. In my experience, jail sentences for first-time DUIs almost never happen, and they only happen in situations where a person is placed on probation for that DUI and they've somehow violated it. Now, when you come into second-time DUIs, specifically within 5 years, then unfortunately jail is a 10-day mandatory sentence in Florida, and it just keeps going up from there. So a third DUI, that's a mandatory 30 days in jail. These are mandatory in the sense that the law in Florida says if a person is convicted for the second DUI within 5 years, they must be sentenced to 10 days in jail. Same with a third-time DUI. If they're convicted of the third-time DUI, they must be sentenced to 30 days in jail. So it is very important to get an attorney who is knowledgeable on how to defend DUIs involved in your case right away. They can get you the help that you need. They can help you through the process. They can help find defenses for you and help defend your case in a way that it can lessen the impact of these DUIs on your record and going forward. For example, there could be alternative pleas or negotiations to a first-time DUI, maybe to a different type of crime, or you can even get the crime dismissed altogether, which would then prevent that DUI from being added to a subsequent DUI if you were to somehow get one in the future. So there are different ways that an attorney can help you in getting your case resolved and to help better protect you in the future if you find yourself in that situation again. If you have any other questions about DUIs and whether or not you're looking at jail time for your DUI, please contact the Victory Law Firm.